and welcome to the Yew Tree Inn in Cauldon, which is near Stoke-on-Trent. I'm at the first inaugural HubNut meetup, and see Ian there in the background sort of walking around with his camera, which is what I'm doing too. Let's start off in the car park with this 1998 Peugeot Nipper, which is very similar to the one that Rachel, his wife, drives. This is a Daihatsu, I think it's a Quarry, very similar sort of age, similar type of car, but probably a little smaller engine. This is a very rare car now. It's a 1990 Nissan Primera, an original one. 2003 Subaru Legacy. Might be a Spec B, I'm not very good at these sort of things. It's a lovely 1999 Celica. Then a car which some of you who are very familiar with Ian's would have seen on the channel. This is a 2002 Citroen C15 van. There's a full review on the channel of that. Now there are a couple of cars which are for sale actually today. One of them is this 1971 Morris 1300 Mark II. I think they're asking £3,000 for this, which to me sounds like a reasonable amount of money for a car like this. So yeah, that's the first little row that we've got here. There's plenty more to come. Next we've got this beautiful 1991 Saab 900 Turbo. Obviously we're in black, it's the best colour for them. Got this modified Mark II Golf GTI. I don't know if it's a 16 valve, maybe it'll say on the back. No, I'm not sure about that. Of course, Lever 2 CV, I think Ian's had this for, I don't know, 20 years or so. Next we've got this very, very nice Rover P4. It's a 90 model, be probably about 1960 or so. We've got this very nice Morris Minor. It's Minor 1000, which is very similar to what my mother had. Hers was a 58, two-door in exactly this colour. So I think it's probably about that sort of era too. Another really, really lovely one. This is a Volvo V90, so later than a 960. Be about 1997, something like that. Very nice alloy wheels on it. And it's got the 3-litre 24-valve engine. Very lovely beige interior on this one, beige leather. Really comfortable, lovely car, and of course, as it says on the back here, old Volvos never die. Clearly the owner of the V90 is not the only body who thinks that, because we've got this 1966 Volvo Amazon. I'm sure some of you who are familiar with the HubNut YouTube channel have seen this already, but it's nice to see it here. It's in lovely condition. Really rare car next to it. This is a 1974, I think, Mazda 1000. I've never even seen one of these, only pictures of one. So it's a real privilege to be able to actually see this in person. Next to this, it's a Rover Metro 1.1C, which is the base model Metro. This is apparently supplied by the garage in Epsom, which doesn't exist anymore. It's nice to see that. You know, wind-up windows and 4-speed gearbox. Next we have this 1983 probably Mark I Golf. It's the same colour as the first car I remember my parents ever having, which was a Jetta. The same year as this. And this is the C, which I believe was the base model in '83. I had the privilege of speaking to the owner of this very nice A35 Austin. A lot of this has been modified. The original colour I think is this sort of purple, but the paint on top of it is Hammerite, which I think has been applied some time ago. It's got different steering wheels, it's got different seats, for some reason it's been added at some point. It's rather a hodgepodge, but it's very interesting. And then we've got not one, but two Reliance Scimitars. This one looks like it's an 86 or 87. And this one is an 84, I think, judging by that. This is a 1.3, and this one is a 1.6. They're very, very unusual cars. They have a sort of very distinctive look about them. Lots of bits from Ford and British Leyland and things like that inside them. Made of fiberglass, the same people who brought you the Robin Reliant. We've also got this very nice Peugeot 405 Estate. It's got the XUD 1.9 diesel engine. This will be around in 1994, something like that. These were actually built in Britain. This will be the facelifted car. I think you can tell it's the driver's airbag in it. No, it's not the facelifted car. It's just got the normal wheel. Okay, this is a pre-facelift car then. Apologies to that. But how many of these do you see around now? Next to it is the car that replaced it. This is a 406 GLX. I think this is also a diesel. I think this is probably again a 1.9 XUD. I don't think it's an HDI version. Over here, continuing the Peugeot Citroen theme, this really lovely Citroen ZX 1.9 Volcane, which is actually an automatic. I didn't even know they made automatic Volcanes, but apparently they did. The owners just bought this for the last month. I think that they paid about £1,400 for it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a full service history. The colour is wonderful. The paint lacquer is starting to come off in places. It's a bit wet out here, so you can't quite see where it's peeling. But the car must have been polished in garage, and you see there it is an automatic. Sorry about reflection. I don't know if that's going to be any good, but yes, it's a lovely, lovely car. This one. Also got this modified 2CV that's got the Citroen GS engine in it. I don't know if it's a 1 litre or a 1.2. But as you can see, the bonnet is longer than usual to accommodate the 4-cylinder rather than 2-cylinder engine. Next to it, we've got this Range Rover Vogue SE. I think this is probably a 1994 or 5. It's what's called a soft dash because it's got an airbag-equipped wheel in it. This is the same dashboard they had in the later Mark 1 Land Rover Discovery. Obviously, lovely Morris Marina door handles. It's really looking very nice indeed. And behind here we've got this Lada. I never thought I'd ever see one of these again. This is a Lada 1400 Estate. It's about 1983 or so. Very unusual colour. Obviously based on the old Fiat 124, but they remained in production in modified form, 1500, not 1400, sorry. Once again, getting the facts wrong there. They made this in modified form right way up till 2012, I think, which is amazing, really, for a design like this. It's a very simple interior, simple kind of dashboard, lovely looking steering wheel, and some beautiful exposed wires there, of course. One of the surprises at this little meetup has been this Lancia. I think it's a Lancia Appia. It might be in Aprilia. I'm not very good on Lancias, but it's this beautiful, beautiful sort of bronzy colour. Lovely, lovely interior, complete with driving gloves and this white plastic steering wheel. Absolutely wonderful car. Suicide doors, of course. Next, you've got something that looks a little bit familiar, probably to viewers of a HubNut channel. This is a 1994 Skoda Estate, not a Foreman. It's a running joke. It's got a modified interior in it because I think it's got the airbag-equipped wheel from the later Felicia in there. Don't know how that works. I wasn't even aware that any of them ever fitted them. Right next to it, you've got this 2001 Rover 75 V6, which is absolutely beautiful. This is really my kind of thing. I'm not sure about this particular colour, if I'd have this. It's an automatic, obviously. It's not a Cowley built car. It doesn't have black cells. It's a bit later. This was one of the quintessential colours of these cars. This sort of nice light blue. Absolutely, utterly beautiful. I don't think this is a top of the range model. It doesn't have leather seats, but just look at that lovely steering wheel. Something that my father-in-law might appreciate. Here's a 1989 Vauxhall Astra Estate. and it's actually for sale. It's an 89 1.3, it's done 90,000 miles, it's got a full MOT till next year, and there's the phone number if any of you are interested. It's not exactly my kind of thing, obviously someone's got a HubNut sticker there, but it's a pretty practical kind of car. But how many of these do you see around now? And behind it's something right up my street. This is a 1995 or maybe 94 Rover 216 SLI. This is actually a manual, which is rare than the automatic. The one I had was actually automatic. This is a manual, but everything else is exactly the same. I recognise this interior ever so well, apart from the gear lever. Original radio in this for the Philips unit. Beautiful colour. Unlike my car, the rear spoiler hasn't been changed because the one was peeling and I had somebody change mine. This, I think it might have been even the factory car because it's got a Birmingham plate on it. You always tell with these Rovers, if you see an O in registration, very often they are factory cars, but that is definitely one of my favourite things that I've seen so far today. And then we've got this very nice Alfa Romeo Brera, which absolutely stunning car. This is the Cloverleaf or Quadrifoglio version. Don't know what year that is because it's got a personal plate on it. I imagine about 2004. And then we've got this, I think this is a Renault Sport Clio 182, be about 2004. It's not exactly my type of car, but I'm sure some of you out there will love these. And maybe it's even been to Nürburgring. Just two more cars left to go. This is a 2002 Isuzu Trooper. I think this is the 3-litre diesel. I'm not really an expert on these particularly, but it does look a nice, solid, reliable car. These were maybe alternatives to something like a Land Rover Discovery in their day. Very, very tough, hardy, and probably very rare now cars. This is a manual. And I think last of all we'll have a look at this 1999 Fiesta. This is kind of snuck in here because all the cars at the front are supposed to be before the year 2000, and this is 1999. It's a Mark 5 Fiesta, I think these are called. This probably looks like a Z-Tech or something. So yeah, just about legitimate for what's going on. There are some slightly later cars in the front here by special dispensation. But yes, that's a little flavour of what's going on at this HubNut car meet over in Staffordshire. So I really hope you enjoy that little walk around. Don't forget to like this video, to subscribe to the channel, to comment down below. And if you want me to source a car for you, it doesn't have to be anything we've seen today, then I'm very happy to do that. My Facebook page is facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. My website is www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. Please get in touch via the contact me page on website, and thank you very much indeed for watching.